Hi everybody, in this video I will show some of my skills to sound design a Blacksmith Ambiance inside Wwise and then implement it in Unity, and we will then test it during the gameplay. Let's check that in the DAW, in the middleware, and then in Unity. Let's go. So here we are in Unity, and the first step will be to create a 3D game object, a graphic 3D game object, so I can attach my ambient sounds of the blacksmith and demonstrate my abilities to implement sound design with Wwise inside Unity. So let's create kind of a blacksmith at this position of the game. So for that, I will use some prefab that are already made. So a house and maybe kind of an oven. So I can attach them the ambient sound of the blacksmith. Okay, so let's start with the house. All right, so my 3D game object is created. And now I will start the sound design inside Wwise. So here we are in Wwise, and the goal will be to sound design the Blacksmith Ambiance. And the challenge will be to introduce randomization the most that I can. So for that, I will use blend container, random container, sequence container, and I will try to make a rich, very rich ambient sound that will be not boring for the listener and the player. So let's go and do that. All right, so now my sound design is done. I've imported some perfect loops done in Pro Tools. And if I want to describe what I've done to this ambience, I used a blend container that will play two main set of sounds, a fire sounds that will simulate the oven, and also a sequence that is used to introduce random activity of characters or of the blacksmith ambience, such as hammer hits, scratch, kind of random activity. And this sequence is playing continuously as a loop, infinite loop. And inside this sequence, I use a set of random container that will play, that will alternate playing continuously between silence, metal impact of hammer, scratching, different blacksmith ambience. And this will create a lot of randomization. I also introduced some delays, initial delays of some loops. So the loops will never be starting at the same starting point. So this will contribute to add a lot of randomization to the sound of this ambience. So let's play it and let's see how it works. So if I stay on the sequence, you will see that randomly it will pick between hammering or scratch. And if I start the loop again, it will start, for example, with different kind of sounds. And if I play the total ambience, I will use this blend container. So all those sounds are always blend with a fire sound. All right, so the next step will be to create an event that I will after attach to the game object, the graphical game object in Unity. So I already did that. This event is called Blacksmith Ambiance 80 with my name. And I will say I will make all the links to finish the work and then import the sound banks, and then we will do the implementation in Unity. So let's do that. So let's finish the implementation stage in Unity. So back in Unity, the last steps will be to select the 3D game object and add a component so I can make the link to the event that I created in Wwise. So let's add an AK ambient component. And here I can make the link to the event that I created in my sound base, which will be ambient blacksmith 80. Okay. And now I will have to think a little bit of the attenuation curve and the distance at which the character will start to hear the sounds of the ambience. So I will step back to see and engage the attenuation curves of my house. So let's engage to see the attenuation curve for the moment. And if I want to change it, and let's say start the maximum attenuation at the signals, I will have to make a few changes in Wwise. So let's do that. Let's go back in Wwise. Let's go to the designer. Let's select our sound, and the positioning tab. I will override the parents and select an attenuation curve that fits maybe more my my sound. For example, maybe large, or maybe medium. That will be okay, and we will change the distance according to. So the distance was 30 units. Let's increase that to 50, for example. And let's generate the sound bank again. All right, let's go back in Unity and let's refresh the project. And if we step back a little bit, now my attenuation curves should be including the signal. We see a red light here. So now my sound will be started to be heard according to the attenuation curve that I choose in Wwise. And the character will hear the maximum volume when it will be closer to the sound source. So I propose to you to hear the result. So we hear the sound of the blacksmith, and it will be a randomized ambient blacksmith sounds that will continue forever. Let's test the attenuation curves. So let's go far away. And I leave you with the Ambiance Blacksmith loop.